Welcome. This is Carcinia demo for our new estimated profits report. Now this is a little bit of a misnomer because this tool is really a whole lot more than just the estimated profits report. It's basically an analysis tool, and it actually came up with it actually required a lot of additional feature developments to be able to make it a reality. Now, let's start with the typical usage scenario. Um, Usually, when dealers go to auctions, and even before they go to auctions, they always wonder, how much is my how much is my inventory worth, and how much should I price this car for? What's the break-even point, at least on a rough basis? And in Carcinia, you can actually see um, how the breakdown is in the deal wizard. As you can see here, this is our demo account. When you go to the recap, it usually shows you a very good analysis of how much you should be selling the car for. But overall, when you're wondering like big business intelligence decisions, like how much should I spend when I go to this auction, or how much is left in my inventory loan limits, we were it was kind of difficult to get that information from the system. So for that reason, we actually introduced a lot of new features. So one of them is our new inventory loan limit. So when you go to admin, finance, and lenders, and here, for example, you can actually set AFC is one of the bigger floor plan lenders, obviously. You can actually set different inventory loan limits here, like let's say it's $50,000. And when you go to the inventory loans, here you can go to the summary, and it will show you per lender how much you have, how much balance you have, and what your limit is, and what your available limit is. So that takes care of the question of how much can I spend when I go to the auctions, at least on a floor plan basis. Now, if you're using multiple floor plan lenders, obviously, you can enter all of them, and the system will tell you the total limit available. Um, but apart from that, let's you obviously need to pay back these inventory loans at some point, and you may be wondering how much is my inventory worth, and how much should I price each vehicle, and so on and so forth. Those are bigger business intelligence decisions, and as I said, we actually introduced the estimated profits analysis tool, which came up with which came with a lot of new features. Now, one of them is the estimated profits. When you go to any particular vehicle, for example, and you go to the reconditioning tab, as you can see, there is no reconditioning for this particular vehicle. And when you go to the edit vehicle, you can actually enter an estimated reconditioning cost. Now, this number is basically just a flat out number that you enter as you're entering the vehicle off the top of your head. How much is this car going to cost me to repair? Obviously, it's a very ballpark number, and we use it if there is nothing else. As in this case, for example, there is no reconditioning plan entered for this particular vehicle. Now let's enter a particular reconditioning plan for this demo vehicle. Change air filter. Let's say I estimate that it's going to be costing me $300. And now my estimated cost for this vehicle is actually a little bit more accurate. It's $300. Now if I add one more, let's say detailing, and let's say that's going to be costing me another $50. Now this is the estimated cost, and once, let's say I'm going to be starting it today, and then it's not completed yet. When it's completed, I can come back and say, yeah, it is completed actually on the 6th, and the actual cost turned out to be a little bit more than estimated, which is $80. So you can enter the estimated reconditioning costs like this. This gives you a little bit more detailed information about what your estimated cost is going to be. And another one of the new features regarding this analysis tool is our new price points. Now, when you edit, when you look at a particular vehicle, there are multiple price points, and when you first enter the vehicle, by default we get a MSRP from our VIN decoder if it manages to find the vehicle in the database. And in this particular case, it found the MSRP as $20,700. Obviously, this is what it was. I mean, for new vehicles, this is accurate, but for used vehicles, this is not accurate. Obviously, we don't have a database of what each vehicle's estimated, recommended sales value is. There's a lot of different variability in that. But this is one price point that you can use if you're selling new vehicles. Otherwise, you can actually enter marketing price, which is the one price that you use usually on your website and on other marketing online marketing websites like Cars.com, AutoTrader, and Craigslist. Now, if you have a different website special price other than your typical marketing price, you can enter it over here. And now we have these additional price points. One of them is cash price, and the other one is wholesale price. Obviously, as you may have noticed, these are usually going in descending order. So you usually start with the MSRP, and if you can't sell the vehicle, the actual marketing price is going to be a little bit less than MSRP. And and if you're actually sending this vehicle to AutoTrader or Cars.com or other marketing sites, usually you have an associated cost with that posting. So that's why you may actually want to have a website special price, because if somebody actually comes directly to your website, it actually does not cost you as much. So that's why you may want to have a website special price, and you may enter it over here. Now let's say in this case we're selling this vehicle for $3,000, and the website price is $2,900. And cash price, you're usually assuming that there will be some kind of financing, if not all. Obviously, for lower priced vehicles like this, that you may not assume any financing. But if it were a little bit higher, it usually goes with some financing. So cash price tells you, okay, well, if the customer pays cash, how much am I going to be selling this for? So you may enter $2,800 here. And the wholesale price is basically, after 60, 90 days, you still could not find a buyer for this particular vehicle, and eventually you're taking it back to the auction, and how much, what's your starting point, basically. And let's say it's going to be $2,700, and you can update it, and it will show it over here. So these are our new pricing points, and we have also some new formulas here. Now these formulas are not available directly to the customers, but the Carcinia personnel can actually update these values, these formulas, based on your request. So if you have a particular complicated logic for calculating sales commissions, as you can see, we can take profit into calculation. And you can actually take the revenue. Amount financed can be used for the reserve payment formula. Now the reserve payments and the reserve commissions, obviously these are very, very complicated calculations. You usually get these from the lender. But these formulas actually give you a good starting point as to what you should expect on average when you're selling a particular car. So if you go to the deal wizard here, for example, I go to the recap tab, and you can see here the default sale commission is calculated as $200 based on the formula that we entered, which was, I think, it was based on the profit, and in this case it's not counting the sales commission. Obviously, this is the default sale commission that's proposed by the system. You can use it or not, or you can actually override it. If you say copy, it will copy it, and if you save the deal, it will actually now count the sale commission towards the actual cost. And the same thing goes for the default reserve payment and default reserve commission. Now, like I said, it's very complicated how these can be used by different lenders, but it's, you know, some of them actually use participation percentages, which actually depend on the buyer's number of payments. But some lenders actually just use flat out one payment, and they may actually do chargebacks and whatnot. So, but in any case, this usually gives you a round calculation as to what you should expect. And finally, you know, we can go to our actual report, which is estimated profits. Now, this is our new report that basically combines all these new features together. Now, this shows you the current marketed inventory. So that's basically what you have on the lot. I mean, this is your unsold vehicles in the system. And you know, as you go through the system, you know, it will pop up here, briefly explaining what this particular vehicle is, and it will show you what the purchase price is. Now, the inventory loan costs, that's basically your floor planning. So if I click here, it will show my floor plan invoices, what the dates are, what the interests are, and as you can see, there's really not much here. Obviously, this depends on how much you're going to be paying for the inventory loans, depends on how quickly you sell the vehicle. So you know, there's no clear cut of saying way of saying, you know, this is exactly how much you're going to be spending. But based on the vehicle's marketability, you may have some good estimation. For example, if you're thinking that the Hyundai Accent 2009 is going to go really quickly, then you may want to reduce your inventory loan as maybe $40, whatever it may be. And you know, as you can see, it automatically sets it as you override it. If you wanted to go back to the default, you can just set it as 0, and it will go back to the default calculations. Obviously, you can edit the floor plan invoices and whatnot. We're not getting into that right now. The reconditioning costs, you know, this is basically what we showed before, the initial estimated reconditioning cost, detailing actual cost, and the system will use the actual cost whenever possible. If it's not entered, then it will use the estimated cost, and if nothing is entered, then it will use the initial estimated reconditioning cost. And as usual, you can actually update it in any way that you want. Let's say you expect that this will cost a little bit more. The actual employee hours are tracked separately because of the way that the costs are kept track of in the accounting system. But if you want, you can, you know, this is your basically just own spreadsheet, so to say. So you can, if you want, you can include them here as well. Now, the other costs here, it's basically just showing the transportation and marketing costs, and you know, you can, if there's any other costs that you expect, packs, whatever there may be, you can include them here. Sales price, it will show you all the price points entered for the vehicle. MSRP, marketing price. In this case, you know, nothing is entered, so it's just assuming that it will be sold at the MSRP, which is the invoice price. But you can obviously update it as you know, whatever you may want it to be. Let's say we're going to be selling it for $5,000. So as you can see, now it shows up as 5,000. The sale commission, when you click on this, it shows you the price, estimated cost so far, and estimated profit before commissions, and estimated default sale calculation based on the formula that we entered. Obviously, in this case, it's coming down to something negative because, you know, the price is, you know, we're not making any money. So because the profit is negative, the sale commission is coming down to negative. But obviously, you can update the sale price. Let's say we're going to be selling this car for $7,000. Then we actually start calculating some sale commission. And if you're rounding the sale commissions, you have a custom logic for them. As I said before, we can always enter to the formulas. And the same goes for the back-end revenue and back-end costs. Now the system does not include the third aftermarket products here, but if you want, you can always enter them into the formulas, as I mentioned before. Or if you think that a particular vehicle is going to sell with a particular option, then you may enter them. Now, after all said and done, you actually have the profit here. The system will show you the total profit, and that's basically what you can expect to make out of your inventory. And this is basically your own personal spreadsheet. So this is our new feature, and it will come handy. Now, if you're wondering where's the actual report, actual profit report, that's already in the system. That's our sales report, and here you can see the profits. Now these profits will include the back-end and front-end profits, and the system will can show you the revenue and actual profit, how it's going by, and this includes the back-end and front-end profits. Now, if you're wondering what's my back-end profit, obviously that's a very complicated calculation because, as I said, every lender has their own way of handling the back-end payments. But we have a participation payments report. It can show you the overall payments and participation commission payments as well. So if we go to a particular vehicle, for example, go to the sale tab, here you can see the loan payments, and there was a chargeback, initial reserve payment, and there can be many different types of payments here. And that pretty much concludes our demonstration. Now, if you have complicated, as I said before, complicated loan payment plans, scenarios that you would like to test out, our system currently does not support that, but it can be approximated in the formulas. Usually, very powerful, complicated formulas are possible in the system, even though what you see here is something very simple, like amount financed times 1%, whatever it may be. Thank you, and contact us for more information.